Hi, welcome to the second part of Alternative to Botox. So if you haven't caught our first video to that, you may want to go back and watch that first, because the first one actually explains what microcurrent is and how it can be used to treat acne lesions, hyperpigmentation, fine lines and wrinkles, and saggy skin. So although this video focuses more towards the licensed esthetician, more focusing on actual hands-on techniques on actual clients, if you are interested in microcurrent and how it may work for you, go ahead and keep watching the video. Hi, my name is Christy, and I've been treating clients professionally for over, we're just about at 12 years now with acne, rosacea, hyperpigmentation, and other skin conditions. And today we're going to be talking about more about the techniques geared more towards the professional. Okay, so on the box here, it says true microcurrent device. So there is a difference between the different microcurrent machines. Obviously, this is geared towards more professionals. So we're going to talk about, I've had some questions on the last video where people said, well, what's the difference between the two probes, which is like these? You can see. So this is more the pinch and hold technique, which I'm going to show you on a client. And then the other one that you see is like the New Face one, where it has the two big balls on there. So the difference between having the two probes here is that you can easily manipulate them versus the one slide and glide. And so while one probe is stationary, and the other one glides towards the other probe, as you're going to see in the video, it's basically delivering the microcurrent from one sphere to the other sphere. So when you have a single applicator or single probe like this application right here, you can't manipulate the muscles and get deeper into the belly of the muscle, as well as you have very limited motions on how you can manipulate the muscle, because it's just there's only one way that you can do it, where you have more flexibility here on how you can manipulate the muscle. Okay, so if you're finding this information helpful and you haven't subscribed, we would love it if you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up, letting us know that you like behind the scenes of the treatment room. And if you know someone who may be interested in this treatment or is a licensed esthetician, please make sure you go ahead and share that video. And one other thing is that you can explain to your clients that while doing this treatment, they can experience one or many of the things during the treatment, which includes a slight taste of metal when you're doing the treatment around the mouth area, as well as if they're doing it around the eye area, they may see some light probe as flashing, as well as some tingling sensation on the skin. They may experience one or all of the factors of that, or they may experience none of them. Now, for those of you who have clients who are on Botox or are thinking of weaning off Botox and they want to use the microcurrent, here is some recommendations. One is, if they want to continue using Botox, it's one or the other, because Botox actually freezes the muscle. So when you freeze the muscle from working, it actually starts to atrophy. So they have to actually keep doing the Botox. But if they want to do it in between doing Botox, they can wait until 2 to 3 weeks after they've done the Botox, or the Botox is wearing off, and then they can implement the microcurrent on here to keep the muscles activated and to keep them from atrophying. Or if they want to completely wean off the Botox, then they can start this. But please let them know that if they have been on Botox, because it prevents the muscles from working, that the response time for the muscles to get activated is going to take longer. Okay, so here comes the point where we're going to actually show you, we're going to go inside the treatment room and we're going to take a look at our clients. So if you're a licensed professional and you want to see what this entails in detail, or if you're a client and you kind of want to peek behind the door and look what goes on behind the scenes in the treatment room, let's go over there now. So if you are a licensed professional and you are looking to expand your scope of practice, the microcurrent treatment is a non-invasive way to treat clients with skin conditions such as acne, age spots, hyperpigmentation, saggy skin, such as around the chin and jawline, as well as to treat saggy eye syndrome, where the orbicularis oculi and the corrugator supercilii muscle. So the supercilii muscle is actually up here, and that actually helps bring the eyebrow inward. And so when you get the number 11 lines, that's how they're formed, because you keep tightening these right here. And the orbicularis oculi is the muscles around the eyes, which help close the eyelids. So as we age and the muscle starts to sag a little bit, what happens is the number 11 lines start to form, and sometimes even the eyebrow part, this muscle right here, it starts to sag, which then gives the saggy eye syndrome. So some of the things that you can do, including here, now she doesn't have it, but saggy jawline, saggy neck is, you always want to start from the neck up. So you're going to take your gel and bring it all the way. And you want to hydrate it. So as time goes on, what I have found with my clients is when they have dehydrated skin, I'm always having to spray their skin. But as time goes on, I spray less and less, because it increases the skin's ability to hold on to that moisture. So one of the ways that you can do this, so I'm going to increase her time on the neck. You don't want to go too much on the neck, because you want that conductivity bar to not blink. So here is a technique called the pinch and hold. So basically what you're doing is you're using the two probes here. One of them is stationary, and then the other one moves up, and it's almost like you're scooping an ice cream cone. And you're going to do it maybe 3 to 6 times, depending on where you want to concentrate. So I always check the conductivity bar, and I'll show you that later in the video. So then you hold the muscle, you pinch and hold, and then you come up, pinch, and hold. And then what I like to do too is when you focus on the jawline right here, you can come back up here and then just right here, just pinch and hold that. So depending on how much loose skin they have, obviously you're going to be able to grab a hold of that more. And then you can, when you can come back here and start toning right here. Now we're going to do work on the firming of for saggy eye syndrome. Now it doesn't look like she has that, and actually I was telling her off camera that I wanted to select her because when I could do the jawline here, I could actually grab a good amount of flesh here. But as time has gone on, I can't grab as much, so the illustration wasn't as good. You can also do here to address marionette lines. So those are the lines that form right here, and you bring one of the probes here and you bring this up, and again it's like the scoop and hold, right? So pinch and hold, and you're just holding up there. Okay, so we've already done this area. I just wanted to show you for illustrative purposes. Now we're working on the eye area. So one of the things that you can do is grab up. Now we're going to lower the machine and you can do the eyebrow. So one of the things you can do is to lift and firm up the muscle. And again, I could lift up this whole eyebrow, but as you can see, it's not lifting up because the muscle has firmed up. I used to be able to scoop this whole thing here and have a small mound of flesh here so that you could really see, but she's become really firm. And she is 50, so her skin is really nice and firm for 50. You can also do it this way too. This is another different way to lift up and firm this muscle right here. And then to address the number 11 lines, which she doesn't have, but to prevent it, you can do this. So a lot of times people will use Botox to minimize the appearance of the number 11 lines or the wrinkles across the forehead. And how Botox is different from a microcurrent machine is Botox actually freezes the muscle. And remember, the muscles in the face are attached to the bone and to the skin, whereas in your body it is attached to bone and tendon. So that's why your face can make all these different expressions on the face. So it basically freezes it and prevents you from making that expression. What microcurrent does is it actually strengthens the muscle so that the muscle that is attached to the skin over time, it softens the lines and wrinkles. And I'll be putting up some pictures of people who had much like creases, deep creases and wrinkles on their face. And that obviously, the deeper the wrinkle, the longer it takes, because that wrinkle or crease, it is developed over time. So just like it's developed over time, you have to address it over time. So here, these lines right here, these were a little bit more, I don't know if you can see them, but when I push up here, you can see that. Those were a little bit more visible and not as much now. So obviously you're not doing pinch and hold here because there's not as much flesh here, and that's why you have to reduce the amps when you do the forehead and or the neck. Yeah, see, it's really firmed up. I used to be able to grab all this and it would be like this, like that. It would be like this big mound, and you would just hold and you would do it again. And I don't know if you can catch that, but her eye right there sometimes does this like really small twitch. And sometimes it doesn't. It's odd. So some people can feel it, and like when we're doing the eyes, some people will see little light flashing going on and other people won't, and some people will feel like a tingling or tightness in their skin, and other people do not. So this area right here, it is very good to firm up these muscles right here, that when they sometimes over time start to sag, then it starts to look like saggy eyelids. And then obviously right here, the number 11 lines, you would go here. Here is another position where you can do the pinch and hold technique. So you would take one probe and put it here, and another one where you just kind of bring it up. And so this helps the muscles around the mouth area. It also helps with marionette lines that some people have, which is the lines that come down the mouth area. And she had some hyperpigmentation patches. I don't know if it's going to actually show up, but you could actually see it lightening here. There's actually where it actually starts to lighten and brighten and give a really good tone. So this is a very non-invasive way to help brighten the skin. And for some skin types that are tolerant of peels, you could actually do the peel and then do this afterwards, and it really it like boosts up the power of the lightening peel. So also there's concern about the saggy skin under the neck. A lot of people start to experience, and so this muscle right here. So one of the ways you could address it as well is you can bring it right up here, and you do the pinch and hold technique here. And you will see in some of my photos of some people who had a more pronounced loose skin right under there on the neck area and how it tightens over time. And then you can even do right here where you're going up like this. Now, some people start to form creases and wrinkles around the lips on the lower part. So for that, you're still going to want to be on low. And here, you can actually spread apart. So one part of it is you're bringing one probe to the other probe. The other part is you're actually bringing it apart. There's not a whole lot of space to do it, but this is a very good way to really help the muscles keep the lips kind of full. I actually have one client where her lips actually look fuller, and I don't think it's because the collagen actually in the lips. I think it's because the muscles around the lips help support the lips. So you can go this way if you want, or you can even go this way to help support the muscle, depending on what muscle you are addressing. So this is an ideal machine for those who are seeking a non-invasive natural procedure as a Botox alternative. And this is called the Myolift, and it is a microcurrent machine. So the Myolift is a microcurrent machine that is created by a company called 7E Wellness, and 7E stands for the 7 elements, and it lifts and tones the muscles of the face. So this is the Myolift Mini, so it's easily portable. It's not this big machine. They do have much larger machines. So I'm going to explain this. Basically, it comes with the 2 probes here, which I'm going to show later in the video how it's used. And it plugs in this area right here, right in here. And it sets right here. And then the power is right here. It also comes with a charging, which you really don't need to use. I've done quite a bit of services with this, and it comes with this to charge the battery right in here, and then you plug it into the wall. But again, you really don't need this, and you want to charge it when it's almost down to the bottom, and I haven't had to really use that. This also interchanges with this. It comes with these 2 little probes here. So it also comes with a lip mask here, as you can see. And you plug it in to the little connectors right here, which then plugs into the machine. And then it's stuck to this plastic thing, and then you just peel it off, because it does have like the stickiness. Peel it off, and if you're using it on different clients, what you want to do for sanitation purposes is you actually want to have a gel sheet mask on their face, because remember, you need that conductivity. So a sheet gel mask, and then you place this around the lip area. And so what this does, it addresses the muscles around the mouth area and even part of the chin area to address chin creases and upper lip fine lines above the upper lip, and even the marionette lines. And it also comes with an eye mask here. So this also plugs into the same connector cords, which is again still connected to the machine, and you peel this off. And again, if you are using it on individual clients, then obviously you need a gel mask on there first, and then you peel this right off and you place it around the eyes. Okay, so that's going to address all the muscles all along here. It actually covers a good portion of the face area, and you want to press it down. So that's going to address the crow's feet, the number 11 lines. Just make sure you press down over here. So it just addresses around the eye area. So they come in the 2 separate bags, the lip individual mask as well as the eye one in its own individual Ziploc bag. And basically, when you're using it for clients, you would set it to the lowest setting, which is 175 on here, and you just leave them alone, and it's good for about, you would do it for about 30 minutes. And then just kind of, you can do a hand massage, arm massage, or just let them relax. So again, this is the Myolift Mini, and like I said, for full disclosure, they did send this to me free to try it out, and then I told them I was going to go ahead and review it. It weighs a mere 4 pounds, and because it's a mini one, it goes up to 400 microamps. It's also FDA cleared, and if you are a licensed professional, they are selling it on their website 7ewellness.com for $269. There are other machines on there, as well as additional accessories to the different machines. And if you click on the link below, if you are a licensed professional, you can get 5% discount on it, and if you buy this machine or above, they will give you free shipping. Just make sure you use that link. And just full disclosure, they also gave me 10% from the company for every machine or accessory that they have sold. And after buying this machine, if you want to buy future accessories, if you use the same link, you actually get additional discounts for the accessories. Now, if you're a licensed professional and you want to get this machine, you do have to go through their certification process, which is fairly easy, and it is, you get trained with Linda Forte and Linda Forte, it's not Linda Forte, Jackie Forte. I mixed the two names together. Linda's the rep. So if you are a licensed professional, you can go through their certification program with Jackie Forte. She actually has a practice herself in Vista, California. So if you're in that area, please look her up to get a service and or certification training. She's located in the Sola Salon Suites in Vista, California. So if you're in that area, go ahead and look her up. So if you are a licensed professional and you are looking for a true microcurrent machine, then make sure you go ahead and check this out. And if you are an esthetician who have already used this product or a microcurrent machine, let us know in the comments how you like it. Or if you are a client of someone who's already using this and you yourself have used, have been the recipient of the microcurrent machine, then please go ahead and share that in the comments before. And remember, makeup is an art and skincare is a science.